In this video, I want to show you how you can take late work in English 101 online. I know we all have some variation of no late work accepted in our syllabi, but there are a couple of situations where you may wish to have the flexibility to take this work. First of all, early in the course, students may have legitimate technical issues. Perhaps they didn't realize they needed to click the Submit button in MindTap. The apply exercises are not very clear about this, and if you don't set a due date in MindTap, as I'm suggesting that you don't, the final attempts will never post if they're in progress, but students will think they have a grade because it shows up in their assignment space. So rather than penalize them for this, I'd like to get them started right and then let them continue on. Another time when taking late work may be appropriate is a legitimate medical or personal emergency, or when a student qualifies for accommodations under Title IX. For the Title IX issues, you don't have a choice. You must work with the student if she has reported to you a problem related to late work caused by pregnancy or childcare, like a child in the hospital. For that matter, fathers are also covered under Title IX. If a student reports something like this to you, or if you get an official email from the college informing you about a Title IX issue involving one of your students, talk it over with your course manager, and be glad you have this video to help you comply with at least one piece of this puzzle. So here we are right now on a course. I have a student whose work I agreed to take late in Module 6. There are two kinds of assignment I want to show you. One is a MindTap assignment and the other is a Blackboard assignment. And this student has both. So I'm going to first go down to the Full Grade Center and go to the assignments in question here for her. I'm going to edit the rows displayed so I can find her more easily. And then I'm just going to go across the top till I see the Module 6 work. Alright, here we are. So she has, here we go. So Dana Perry is my student who has a couple of things that are late. And they're right here together. The first one, if you go up to the top, you can see her research skills. She has a 0. I'm basically, when the due date hits, I zero fill all of these so that anything that they try to do late is not going to come up. And in her case, though, on the MindTap side, she's done it. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to click the sort of write down thing and view the grade details. And here you can see that she has something in here. She did it late, but she did it. But she has 0 points because I went in and zero filled it. If I want to take this grade for her, all I have to do is click revert, OK, and the points that she earned on the MindTap side will now be in the gradebook. Now this is a really good example of if someone has come to you and said, but I have a grade in MindTap, and you go in and look and indeed they do, you can go in here yourself, if you think it's appropriate, and just do this and take their grade. And then I just return to the Grade Center, and that's the MindTap thing. Now she has a grade there. And that's awesome. The other kind of assignment that you can take is a Blackboard assignment. She has a Module 6 review here. You can see that she's got something to be graded, but I've already zero filled it because I did that when they were all late, or when the due date had hit. For this one, you have to be really careful. If I just go in and grade the attempt, the 0 will still be there because it's an override grade. So the first thing that you want to do is click View Grade Details, just like you did with the other, and revert it. You see how it's in here? And now when you grade it, it's going to go into the gradebook. It's going to, if I go to the Grade Center at this point, you can see that now she has just the thing there to be graded, and I can do that. I'll click the attempt. I'll go in and look at it, see what she said here, and then I would just use the rubric to grade this. So that's really all there is to it. I won't do it now here in front of you, but while you're not required to use this except in Title IX circumstances, you can see that it's really not that difficult to process, and you have the flexibility to choose it in circumstances that you find appropriate. Please contact your course manager if you have any questions or would like to talk more about this and generally about taking late work. Thanks very much for your attention.